Hey there, and welcome to another episode of The Average Joe's 1 Acre Homestead. For those of you who don't know, I'm your host of the most, The Average Joe, and this is my 1 acre homestead. Well, pond area anyways. Hey, you wanna go check the animals? Let's go. All right, welcome back to the, I don't know, what do we call this? The garden edition? The pond garden edition. There we go. My Zen garden. So yeah, you know, before it gets a little too cold here, we're pushing towards the end of November almost, and actually I think it is almost December, maybe like tomorrow. But either way, it's starting to get pretty darn cold. You can feel winter's around the corner. I think they're calling for snow this week, so everything's going to start freezing here really soon. So yeah, I just got to get a couple of things done here around the pond before everything freezes. So yeah, you know, probably something I don't talk about much here on the channel so far, but you'll probably be seeing a little bit more of it. It's probably one of the first things I started here at the house, my pond area. You know, got a free hole dug and paid a whole crap load of money for pond liner, and then just kind of went from there. So yeah, you know, just starting to get things cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll take you a little tour around the somewhat dead looking pond garden here. It looks a lot nicer in the summer, but I mean, it's still got some life in it. We'll show you guys the fish here in a minute. But I got some other stuff I got to get done first here. I just want to get these leaves raked out of here, get these out of here maybe, and pretty much everything in the garden is a perennial that stays in here. But this year here I got some canna lily tubers from my neighbor, and I guess those, they have to be dug up, brought inside for the winter, and they multiply. So they didn't do that great this year compared to hers, but she was out there watering them every day. I only watered them once in a blue moon, so we'll see anyways. But yeah, we're gonna just dig these up, see what I can find for tubers, and then clean this up just a little bit, and we'll give you a little more of an idea of what we've got going on around the pond here. And check out the fishies. A few nice ones in there. Alright, so now that we've got this cleaned up, see a little better where we got our canna lilies here. Some of this mulch out of the way here. Not really much of a outdoor garden kind of guy, but after I had the pond, it was just seemed like the right thing to do, and then like everything else, I just kind of started getting carried away. Got my trusty old crooked excavator shovel here. No surprise. I've been wanting to throw this thing out for I don't know how long. Look how bent this thing is. And I just can't bring myself to do it. Type of shovel that just keeps on going. That's nice. We need to dig up a pile of tubers here. There we go. Oh. That's what we're looking for. Thanks. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Alright, so yeah, I get it now. So basically, what these things do is the tubers multiply inside. So I take these out, and if I bring them in, separate them, leave some, put them in the basement there and store them. Oh, this one plant will give me 4, I believe. So yeah, we'll dig up the next one here and see what happens there. It's actually a lot nicer than the ones she gave me last year. She gave me a nice big bucket full, but most of them never did anything. This looks a lot nicer. She probably pick the nice ones for herself. What's that? Put it up here real quick. Put it on here. Out the fishies. I'm gonna mention too, I don't even normally pick up my leaves. I got a net over my pond. I usually leave the leaf litter down. So a lot of beneficial insects and stuff bed under the leaf litter, but figure since I had to clean this out anyways to get at it, I'll just at least pick up what was there, throw it in the compost pile. All right, so this is the pond area. So like I say, this whole idea started with a hole in the ground. Luckily, my mother-in-law's boyfriend, he owns a landscaping company, and I just kind of asked him if he'd come dig me a pond because I wanted a pond. I had a little tiny one at my old place, and yeah, he came over with his excavator one Sunday and dug me out a nice hole. It's about 5-ish feet there down in the middle there, and then only about 2.5 there down the deepest point maybe here, but serves its purpose. Yeah, it came together slowly there over the past few years. Here, let's make this a little bigger. Yeah, it came together slowly here, like I was saying, over the past few years. Basically, just started off with a little filter and the fish in the pond and some water with the tarp, and then slowly mention every single rock that I have here, every single last one of them, every little piece of wood, rock. I collected these from the beach, not very far. So I live out in Dorchester, New Brunswick. So if you look down that way, that's the Memramcook Cook River, heads out towards the Bay of Fundy down there. So yeah, we just take nice drives out there down by the Cape there, and tons of rocks out there. And then out back there's a road, dirt road goes down to a nice river, and a lot of nice river rocks in there too that I scavenged. So yeah, everything here, all with my side-by-side, I went out and I scavenged. Same thing as the sand, you know, down by the river, there was a big giant sandy area. Just basically brought a few buckets with me whenever I go down, and bring a few buckets back, and I need to get some more there. This was like last year, but yeah, you know, just kind of doing it. Started that way, and then I was like, well, I need to build a garden around here. So then I started cutting stuff out and collecting perennials and stuff like that, and planting all kinds of stuff here, and spread out some existing plants that were already here, like some hostas and stuff. So yeah, nice little bench here, a little sand area. Actually, I'll tell you, the dog really loves it here in the summertime. He comes out here and he lays in the sand and just kind of watches the pond and stuff like that. The waterfall was the most one of the most recent features. I did this, started in the spring. It was kind of already started, but I really had to get down to it. I had a lot of the rocks collected and stuff, just never got it operational and finished there. Got some pond foam, stuff like that. Right now it's kind of unhooked from the filter. That's another thing I'm doing here today. I'm taking the big filter out before that freezes. As you can see, it's getting pretty cold, so stuff is starting to freeze. This actually turns out pretty cool. So what's going to eventually happen here is, though, it's going to freeze like a sheet of ice, but the water's still going to run underneath, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. But yeah, so then this bridge here, I built this here during the summer. I was bored one weekend. I went and bought some wood and just built a bridge. It was the plan all along, because it's a pain to kind of walk around sometimes, so nice to have a way across. And plus here, the plan is next spring, with all my pallet and deviers. Hopefully the traffic ain't too loud here. With all my pallet and deviers, basically where those two chairs are, that'll be like the entrance to our gazebo. I'm going to start building a gazebo there next spring, and yeah, it's kind of nice because that tree there, it's a big maple, and it all fills out, gives nice shade right there. So build kind of right underneath the big branches, and I think that'll look pretty nice. Yeah, even these big clumps of grass here, that too, I dug those out of the side of the river. Planted them in there with a little bit of extra sand and some peat moss, and they've been doing great. Been in there for like 2 or 3 years. They keep coming back, and yeah, the pond just keeps growing like new stuff. There is one thing there that I planted in there. I can't remember. Oh, creeping Jenny. Yeah, I put some, so that there should like creep up all over the rocks eventually. Yeah, a lot of time and a lot of this and a lot of that here and there. All right, so let's get into the fun part. Let's check out the fishies. They're not very active right now. Let's see if we can get a better shot here. This piece of ice. Oh. See this guy right here? Yes, I'd say he's pushing 17, 18, maybe even 19 inches there by now. He's a big fish. It's so hard to tell by the camera. But if you see him beside all the other ones, he's the first koi fish that I got. Actually, this guy right here, he's one that I got, I think, last year. I think I got the other ones last year, maybe early in the year. He is growing fast. He was the smallest one out of the batch that I got. He outgrew all the other ones and is catching up to this one. Not quite there yet. So that's koi, that's koi, that's koi. That's obviously a koi. That's a koi, and that's a koi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 koi. Then the rest are all goldfish. Some of them I've had for a number of years. Then when last spring I had a big spawn in here, so I ended up with a bunch of goldfish. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a whack of them guys in there. Yeah, those are all from the spawn. Some of them actually came out really nice looking, multicolored and everything like that. Like there are a couple of other goldfish that I had there, but yeah, a lot of solid colors too. But no, and I mean, I took a lot of them out of there too. There, I mean, I had hundreds, just way too many. But they didn't seem to spawn this year, so I didn't get a big load this year, and maybe the female died or something. I have no idea, but all I know is they didn't spawn this year. I'm pretty sure last year they spawned like crazy. Yeah, so just another little friendly spot. Let's say waterfall area. Still not quite finished yet. Slowly collecting big rocks and stuff there, filling in the sides from the bottom up, because the ground does break free a little bit there. You can tell there it's kind of droopy. Not everywhere, it's just a couple of spots. I got most of it taken care of here on this side, but just a little bit here left on this side. I already got a couple of big rocks down there, so just wait. Like I say there, normally when I'm talking big rocks, I'm talking about rocks that you know, I probably shouldn't be trying to move or even lift. Some of these weigh more than I can even lift off the ground, so I end up rolling them into place and sliding them, and yeah, I'm a little stubborn when I want to do things. Sometimes I get them done. But yeah, fishies. So yeah, no, they'll be good in there. Water's deep enough; it doesn't freeze all the way to the bottom. As long as there's a hole up top so the gases can come out, they just hibernate. Done this for a few years now, so no worries there. Yeah. Oh, geez, almost slipped and tripped in my own pond here. Gotta get off this net. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of hard to tell there. Maybe I'll post a picture if I can find it. But at night here, I put some LED lights there that go down the edges, so you can see the edges there with blue LEDs there. They work off of all solar there, plus all the lights that you normally see. And this is another part here that I'm starting here. Oh, jeez, man. So, yeah, basically I dug this all out by hand there, by the way. Yeah, collected all these rocks down by the beach, one by one, as flat as I can. Just kind of have them sitting there. They're not 100% in place yet. So the plan is here, creeping time. You can see here, I got some planted here, and I got some planted along the hill there, because so the plan is, as you can see here, it's already making a turn here. It's going to obviously go up to the pond here and then go do whatever else, and then I'm going to continue to work around the pond that side. So it's going to be a big path, and then where the canoe is over there, that's going to be another garden area that we started. So we planted a bunch. So we're going to paint the boat, because we're Acadians, white, red, and blue, and with the yellow star, and anyways, we got the boat. We planted some tulips and some bulbs and stuff like that in there. Red, white, and blue. And then we got another pot in there that's got some yellow flowers there that pop up, all perennials. So that's another thing there that we're starting. I got more plans for that. I still got to paint the boat, put a flag up, all kinds of stuff. It's supposed to be the Weiss project. I gave her all summer to paint that boat. Never happened. But yeah. So yeah, anyways, like I say, this path is going to continue around. Eventually, this whole front yard, I'm not going to even have to come out here and mow the grass. You know, down the side of the driveway, planting all hedges and stuff. If you can see down there, all those little trees, those are all my trees. I planted about 15 or 17 of them last year. That'll barricade me from the neighbor's yard. And but yeah, no, eventually it's all going to be like garden areas. I got some plans for some funky trees that I found, and oh yeah, so all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so you know, that's what it is for today. Just Sunday, getting a bunch of projects done before it gets too cold to do anything outside here. That was one little project that I had to get done. So yeah, pretty much from here, just gonna grab my filter and bring that into the garage before it freezes, and we're pretty much done out here for today. So yeah, if you know, hey, if you enjoy content like this at all, you know, I'm going to be doing a lot more work out here next year. I plan on making some content on exactly what I'm doing. If you want to see how everything turns out here, you know, you're going to have to smash those subscribe and notification buttons. Really goes a long way towards helping me build my channel. But for now, y'all ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here because I still got lots of work to do. So we'll catch you on the flip side.